Hey buddy, Colin here, Old School Gaming, and today I'm bringing you a clip of Mikhail Kutuzov, the Tier 8 premium cruiser. This is a really strong ship. It has really long range guns, good fire chance, good rate of fire. It has pretty decent torps, 5 on each side, and well, it's a really good ship, pretty much everything except armor wise. So it's pretty much a paper ship. If you show your broadside, you will get deleted by battleships. This is a really old replay file, so it may be a bit laggy. So I beg your pardon for this. So we start off on the east side. It's 4 Cap Domination mode, and I'm closest to sea. I can see directly here that a friendly Mayhan is going towards sea. So I pretty much slow down and turn in, so I can start and put me in a position to support my DD going for the cap. And this is pretty much one of the most important roles, I think, for cruiser players. And I play pretty much 40% cruiser, 40% destroyer, and 20% battleship. And I think every match where there are cap points, you as cruiser really must go in with the destroyers to the cap points and support them so they can cap without getting killed. And it's the most important thing in the start of the match, that you get some caps, so you get those tickets clocking in. So we don't see so much of the enemy team yet, so we don't really know how they have deployed. We have one enemy Jork coming in, so I start to engage him directly, so he will focus more on me than on my friendly friend. My first objective here is to start a fire as soon as possible, so it will scare him off, and I get my first fire. I pop my smoke here because York is a pretty decent ship gun-wise, and I'm pretty broadside, so if I was stealth here in my smoke, he could pretty much punish me quite hard with AP to my citadel. Now we're trying to do some evasive maneuver on York, but he has a really hard time because he has to dodge both torpedoes from the destroyer and from the torpedo bombers, and his captain is shooting at him, so he basically fucked. He overextended way too much, way too early, and he paid the price. So now we have a Nürnberg, we have a Tirpitz, and we have a Nagato closing in. So I'm starting to go up towards sea, see if I can do something about the cap. We did lose the friendly destroyer who was trying to cap sea. I will try to see if is it possible for me to sneak in and steal the cap without getting destroyed by one of those battleships. The Nürnberg is a pretty good cruiser as well. It was one of my favorite middle tier cruisers before the Russian line came out. Then I pretty much switched to the Budyonny, which became my next favorite middle tier cruiser. So I see this Nagato is really going straight for the cap, which is really stupid in a battleship. He's sailing way too close to this part of the island, and he's really sets himself up for a surprise ambush attack for a torpedo cruiser like me or a enemy destroyer. So I can't really understand why he would sail like this in a battleship. This is not really a good tactic, so I fire off my starboard side torpedoes, and I manage to turn around my ship so I can fire off my my port side torpedoes. And as you see, he goes right into my ambush. I get 4 hits with torpedoes, 3 floodings in the first set. Start to engage him with the guns, pop my smoke, trying to get so stealthy I can. Get 2 more hits with 1 more flood on the second set. And this guy is really hurting. I took like 80% of his health in 3 seconds. So this guy is pretty much dead. I continue to engage him with my guns, try and set a new fire just to shorten his suffering a bit. He's trying his best at killing me, and he do get some good hits on me. This is a problem with the Kutuzov at this range, and I'm also showing my back to him. He can easily penetrate my ship. So I have a bit over my half my health left. I do thank the Nagato in chat for our nice duel. I think it's really important to show good sportsmanship. Even if you lose a duel, I always type GG to the guy who defeated me in chat, because I think it's the right thing to do. Now I return for a second time with my friendly Ioba, because I really feel like we need to take this cap. The enemy has secured A and D, so we really need another cap. We have B. So we have some ships that we haven't seen in a while. We have a Cleveland somewhere out there, we have a Nuremberg, and we have a Colorado way back. The enemy carrier sent some bombers towards our carrier. Unfortunately, I'm a bit too far away to see any effective help for our carrier. I try and do as much as I can with my defensive fire barrage, but they are a bit out of my range. And even though I have spec'd my Kutuzov for a cruiser,
The ship is on fire.
This DD pops up. He was probably the guy capturing D for the enemy team, and he really fucks up here, because the worst thing you can do in a destroyer is manage to pop out right in front of a Kutuzov, because as you see, my guns and my rate of fire in this range, I melt him like a flame torch on butter. So he really never had a chance there. My A guns managed to kill 8 enemy planes, so it wasn't total waste. Now I got 3 more. And now I start going straight north, excuse me, south. I'm still delirious because I have a really bad Mancold, so that's why my voice sounds really crappy. Now we had a enemy Cleveland somewhere up here. Let's see if we can spot him again. guys see that? That little torpedo bomber squadron that popped up on the horizon? This is a known bug in the game. I still think it's in the game today. That if a bomber squadron gets totally annihilated and the carrier needs to resupply a full squadron, it will pop up on the map when it's created, so you will see where the carrier is hiding. So now I know the carrier is straight ahead for me, so I can easily go and pop him. So as you saw, it was a low health Cleveland. It wasn't really a match for me. Sure, the Cleveland is a strong ship, but in this situation I had the advantage. Now the enemy carrier captain is making his last desperate attempt on escaping. He sends all his squadrons towards me. This is ordinarily a really stupid thing to do, send any planes against a Kutuzov, because it's a sure suicide. But of course I understand him. He needs to do whatever he can to try to escape, but he just fed me a whole bunch of enemy planes instead, so he didn't really stand a chance here. Now, as you saw on this and also on the Cleveland, it's a really laggy replay, as I said before, so the ships aren't really where you think they are. Sometimes it looks like they're firing at the empty ocean, but the ship is really there. So I get a fire. Now my biggest problem is that I have a pretty much full health Colorado charging up straight against me. And I'm really low health. I have 2k health left, so he pretty much needs to hit me with a stray shell and I'm totally gone. So this is the first torpedo squadron comes. Now the battleship starts shooting at me, and now he do another drop, the carrier captain, and I have so low speed, so I can't do anything about this. I realize I'm gonna die, so I just put away my last salvo against the carrier, and it's a good one. So I got 4 kills. I shot down 37 planes, and I started 12 fires. I also took out a whole Nagato myself with torpedoes. I defended the caps 14 times, and as you soon will see, this is a real good game that amounted in pretty decent credits and XP income. That's all for me today. Thank you guys. Have a good one.